Right, so there's not much to cover on Blood Rivals right now, so I decided that I'm gonna rank every style that's come out as of the time we're recording right now in Blood Rivals. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Before we get into that, I'm trying to become the best ear mixer around, and I need your help to do so. A like, comment, subscribe to the channel would help out tremendously. Let's get into the video. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tiers to put them into. We've got NPC tiers, so that's the worst of the worst.
Fuck off! Get out! My eyes are bleached! Get that away from me!
Get them out of the game. All the way up to Egoista, which is the S tier obviously. But we'll go in order. So firstly we've got Corona, and he's a decent little defender, but I feel like he's kind of showing his age a lot and probably needs a rework or a refresh. Any of the two's fine. You can still catch people on the count with his 1-2, but without any shooting abilities in the current state of the game, it's not very good. So I'd say for Corona, it'd have to be D tier. I don't think it's bad enough to be an NPC tier, but D tier I think is fair. Right, for our next style we have NEL Rin. And let me not talk too much on this style, because this style could have resulted in this game's downfall. And this style in its peak is definitely the best style ever released in this game. Like the main expansion steel thing, whatever it is so broken, it's unbelievable. And before he had his like curved shots on his normal shots, not even with like a flow or anything, just that style gave you a normal curved shot. And even with all the nerfs it's had, I still think it has to be in the Egoista tier, because like its awakened abilities are good, normal abilities are good, the steel's too broken, it's still quite unskillful to use this style. Alright, next we have Kunigami, and to be honest, this style, it's kind of fallen off in recent time. It's like the drag it has is still good, you can still win the ball back from it quite a lot, the shooting abilities are good, the animations are good, but it's not as good as it used to be when it first dropped. So I'd say right now it's probably a B tier, maybe C, but I think we'll go B. We'll refine it a bit later. As for Chiguri, I think this is one of the best early styles you can get when you've just started out the game, because the speed boost you can get away from a lot of things with that speed boost. Obviously it's overshadowed by low-key speed boost, but even then, still a very good style I think. Its lack of shooting ability obviously hurts it, but for its rarity, I believe it's a blue rarity still, or its rarity and for what it can give you, I feel like it has to be either B tier or C tier. You know, I think I'll go with B tier. Alright, next we have Aiku, and to be honest, I would have said he's like a C, D tier before his rework, but after it, I think I'd say it's like high B, maybe A tier, as it's probably the best, one of the best defending styles in the game, if not the best. Again, I think, like, obviously, I'm not going to expect him to have good attacking capabilities, but again, I still feel like it hurts these styles even though it plays its role. So I think I'll leave him here, in B. As for Gagamaru, we don't even have to say anything. It already had a spot in NPC pre-ordered. It was always going there. This style outside net is probably the most useless style ever. Maybe bar Isagi, which this also has a spot pre-ordered in NPC. For the next style we have Sei, Itoshi Sei. And for a world class, I think I do see it quite a lot. It's probably one of the most popular styles, but it's really, really mid, to be honest. I think its dribbling ability is really good, but in his awakening, you have to rely on someone being in front of you, and if they back off from you, you can't use your awakened ability, so it's pretty much useless. And then on top of that, for a world-class style, it's really not that impressive. It used to be, but it's like Kunigami, like Corona as well. It's starting to show its age, and so I feel like it probably is a B tier, a low B tier, but for what it is and how hard it is to get world-class styles, I think it has to be a C tier. Alright, for NEL Bachira, the awakening ability he has are very good. The dribble moves and the cutscenes. The stuns he has with his dribbles are also really good. So I'd say it's probably another B tier, but I think when I'm refining it, it's a very high B tier. I probably might put it in A or C. Alright, for Hiyori, it got pretty good. It's an alright style now after its rework. It probably would have been D tier, but it's not really much more than that, so I guess it's C tier. Alright, for NEL Baru, I'd say before we got NEL Rin in its own rework, I would have already have put it in high B tier, maybe A tier. After its rework, wow, I think you can make a case for either being A tier, like very, very high A tier, or Egoista. Very, very interchangeable. I'll leave it in A tier for now. Alright, for Igagori, I'd say for what it is, it's alright. Is it NPC tier? I don't think it's that bad, so I'd probably put it in D tier. I'd say it's maybe a bit better than Corona. Alright, for Shidu. Now, I really like his styles. Like in Azorlech, it's one of my favorite styles in that game. It used to be one of my favorite styles in this game, but it has fallen off a cliff and is probably in dire need of a rework or refresh to it. Maybe touching up on its VFX, changing an ability or two. And I'd say for that, it's mid C tier. Alright, NEL Isagi. Now I could tell you stories about this style. Definitely A tier minimum. After its nerfs, I don't know, because the dash got ruined, to be honest, and lefty shoot isn't as good as it used to be isn't as good as it was on release. But are those nerfs really enough to stop it from being an Egoista? I don't think so. So I'd say Egoista tier. Alright, for our next one we have Atoya, and bar the chemical reaction, it's pretty mid style. I don't think it's D tier bad, but it's I'd say low C tier. Alright, NEL Rail. This style before its rework would have been D, C tier easily, but I think it's honestly one of the best styles in this game right now, if not the best. Purely because now you have that open slot with one, I forget if it's C or V key ability, where you can copy any ability in the game. But having that just opens up to like a ton of creativity on how you want to plan your attack or defense. So I'd say right now it's the best of the Egoista tier, and its animation is really good. Probably the best Miro has done personally, I think. So for Yukimya, I've seen a lot of tier lists that have him in D tier, F tier, but to be honest, with this style, it needs a rework. I think this style, I can't give you too many reasons why I could disagree with the people that put in D tier and NPC tier. I'd say it's not as bad to be in NPC tier, it's nowhere near that bad, but I'd say it's bottom D tier. Okay, for Loki. Now, I have a lot of opinions of this style. I feel like because it's a master, it's like a 0.13% chance to get it. It's very, very hard to get. And the package you get with him, where it's pretty much a better Chigiri, is kinda, for a master, I think it's kinda mid. Animations are good, don't get me wrong. I really like the Kaiser Impact one, where he calls it too slow, but I feel like for a master to not have a shooting ability, it brings it down. But I'd say, I'm not gonna say it's B tier, but I'd say it's A. It's a very good defending playstyle, but Loki's based off Mbappe, bro. Give him some shooting abilities, bro. Alright, as I said earlier, this style has a spot in NPC already. It's got probably the worst shooting ability in the game. I think the only redeeming factor to the style is the shooting ability in his Awakening is very good. Alright, we've got NEL, Nagi, and Nagi. I'll do Nagi first, and I think with his style, it's outdated. So, can still get some usage out of it, but it's not as good as it used to be. I'd probably say it's middle C tier. Actually, you know what? I'm going to leave the last three world-class styles there. Alright, as for Karasu, it's an alright defending style, but it's pretty easy to dodge him. So, I can't really put him more than C tier, I'd say. Probably put him in the lower end of C tier. And as for Bachira, I think his normal style, not his NEL style, is really bad. Doesn't really offer you much, but it does have good awakening though, I can't lie. I think this will also go lower end C tier, probably better than Hiyori. I'd say it's better than them three, but that's the most you can get. So for the last three, but heavy hitters. Got NEL, Nagi, Don Lorenzo, and Isa. I think we'll do NEL Nagi. I think that's the easiest one to rank. And I'd say it's gotta be Egoista's here. The amount of skill expression it has with its feints is crazy. Probably say it's better than NEL Rin and NEL Asagi. Its animations are really good. There's nothing really more I can add to that. It's just a really good style. Obviously with NEL Nagi it includes McNagi, both very good styles. If we had a McNagi option, it'd have to be the best style in the game. Okay, so for Kaiser, it was a very good style. I would say it's my top 3 styles, as Kaiser's one of my favourite characters in the look. When it released, it was a top 3 style, but it has kind of fallen off. I'd say it probably needs a bit of a tune-up, a refresh to his abilities, just to give it an extra bit more power. His dribble's really good as it stuns, but I don't think his dribble ability is better than Enyo Baru's dribble, but Kaiser does have better shooting abilities than Baru. I think I would put it high A tier, probably the best A tier. Can't really go wrong with his style, but it has kind of fallen off. And finally we have Don Lorenzo. This is, bar Enyo Rail, my favourite style in the game. I think I love its animations. Low-key think the Yo Mike animation started off all the Don Lorenzo memes you see. Very, 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 very fun style to use. But Golden Defense is not a good ability. You can go and argue with a wall, I don't think it's a good ability. And his back heel ability, I like it, but because it makes it a loose ball, I can't rate it too highly because you have to put some thought into how you're going to use it when you dribble it. Obviously, that gives it a high skill ceiling, but when we're dealing with the brain dead styles like we have NEL Rin, NEL Sagi, can't really compete. But I'd say being able to win the kickoff from the get-go in your ultimate is very, very, very good. Because you could probably just steal a goal straight back if you are skilled enough. I think I'll put him middle A tier, because while it is a very fun style to use, it has fallen off a bit. And so with that, the tier list is done. So if there's anything I want to change with it, I'm just looking at it. Honestly, I might move Chigiri up to low 80. Does that mean I'd say it's better than these styles? Probably not. But for how easy it is to get and what it provides you with, I think it's a really, really good style. It's very underrated, I think. I feel like say would be beaten, but I really don't think it's that good of a style. It's in desperate need of a refresh. But yeah, that's my ranking. So if you agree with my takes, even if you disagree, let me know down below.